Oh, well, that went live pretty quick. Hey guys, Press Bill Comic Book University, and oh, different angle, right? Yeah. Well, anyway, so this was episode 3 of season 1 of Gifted, and you're seeing the inside of my sound studio. And what do you got here? eXodus, it's called. Emphasis on the X. They already know what they're doing. They already know what they're doing by doing little silly things like that, you know? eXodus. Yeah. This is seriously one hell of a show. I really like this episode, and even though she wasn't in it a lot, I think that Polaris was kind of the star. We got to see her fly, and that was beautiful. You know, the reason why she wears the metal bracelets and the steel toe boots. That was cool. I dug that. You know, it makes a lot of sense. That's something that anybody can understand, even without, you know, any kind of a background in physics, like the idea of riding on a carrier wave of electromagnetic solidified energy, you know? It's cool stuff. Seeing her breaking out of the prison, of course, it didn't make any sense, right? Everybody's like, oh, why would you do like that? Oh, no. But at the same time, Polaris is just the type that she would do it because. That's it. This actor, I actually, you know what? Shoot, I actually meant to jump online really quick and see what her name is, that actress, because she's really good. I really enjoy, like more than anybody else, I really enjoy watching her because, like, you could feel what she's trying to make you feel. She's really good. Her yelling doesn't piss me off. You know, so usually yelling's like, oh my God, shut up. Like with the Strucker boy and little Andy. Just want to, like, you know, oh, I love hating him. I love hating him. He's good. He's good. You know, when he does the whole thing, he's like, you know, and he just looks, it's like, I'm going to take my anger out on the statue, like that. It's like, oh my God, you're such an annoying little, you know, piece of crap. I just want to freaking smack you, except I'm afraid to get zapped by you. And I think that's the exact thing that they're trying to go for with this kid. He plays the role off well. His sister didn't do a whole lot this episode. I'm kind of disappointed. I want to see more of him, but that's all right. That's all right. That's all right. I actually expected her to, like, throw up a shield, you know, a little force field or something like that when the dude was about to shoot with a shotgun. Instead, not Sunspot. That's what I'm calling him. Not Sunspot. Hey, what's going on, the dude? He does this little thing. So I guess that's why he is not Sunspot, because Sunspot can't shoot his solar energy. He can only absorb it and increase his strength, you know? Does he have any kind of... Yeah, I think he does have some kind of body armor, too, when he goes into his black form, he calls it. Good stuff. Hey, what's up, Raven? So, yeah, a lot of... I don't know. There was a lot going on in this episode, even though it was very linear. Seeing Andy's dad go bad last, or being offered with doing something bad last episode, in episode 2, when it was like, you know, hey, I'm going to give you your folks. The guy at Sentinel Services said, I'm going to give you your family, but you got to, you know, give me the underground. I was like, no, the whole time, I swear to God, the entire week, like, I'm not, like, obsessing over it, but the entire week I'm thinking to myself, every time I think about it, I'm like, dude, please don't let him do that. It's like, okay, Monday's coming up. I'm going to have to do the review. I'm going to have to watch the show and then do the review. Please don't let him go bad. Please don't let him, like, freaking turn in the guys. Don't let him be that guy who's a traitor. Because, like, this is going to sound weird, but I'm thinking Harry Potter when I'm watching this. If that dude goes bad, what's up, Mystic? Exam to study. But this is cooler. What's up, Mystic? Seeing this guy with his struggle between good and evil, you know, and by good and evil, I mean, like, the easy way and the, you know, or respectively, the hard way, the good way, or the easy way, which would be the evil way, to just, you know, give up the base. Okay, yeah, these guys are located here. Here's a freaking 10-digit grid coordinate. This is exactly where they are. Like, that's their front door, man. That would be so wrong, and that would generally be evil. And it was so easy. The symbolism that they have here with the Underground Railroad, it's even mentioned at one point that it's like, this is an Underground Railroad. Yes, that's exactly what it is. Just in case some people can't follow along, that's exactly what it is. You know what I'm saying? And you got a whole bunch of Harriet Tubmans running around helping each other out. That's the thing. A lot of times when, people talk about the Underground Railroad, yes, Harriet Tubman started it, but it wasn't like she just walked around back and forth. Okay, guys, let's go on this straight line. Okay, let's go on this straight line. No, she went and she talked to people. She's like, hey, do you think that, some people could stay here for the night and, for the day, and then when it gets night, they can go over here instead and then, and just pass along, and you don't need to know what happens after this or before this, because then you'll be a liability in that regard. Like, she's the one who made the arrangements and things like that, you know what I'm saying? And she had a lot of people helping her out, so she was the founder. She wasn't like the only person down there with a freaking that didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? So that was great. What we didn't get to see, not really, was kind of like an Anne Frank thing. And I was really hoping to see that, but there's so many opportunities for that to happen in this TV series, especially season 1, but any season of this show. And I expect this show is going to go on to many seasons, however many seasons it wants, seriously, because this is really good the way they got it. They got the brother, the uncle of Andy. I can't remember the girl's name. I can't remember the mom's name, but the Strucker uncle. And, he doesn't want to have anything, and he keeps saying, mutant, mutant, mutant. And he keeps on trying to distance himself. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. That was good. That was really good acting. Because she's trying to humanize it. She's trying to put a human face on it. A mutant face. But she's trying to put a human face on it. She's sitting there talking about, those mutants are your nephew and your niece. And he's just like, okay, but it's like, don't confuse me. Don't give me sympathy. Don't give me empathy. Don't give me this human aspect to what's going on. This is somebody else's problems. Other people are mutants. No, your family is mutant. I got to worry about my family. That was like the best part. I got to worry about my family. They are your family. We are your family. Wow. And that's one of the things why it makes me think of like a Harry Potter kind of situation where you have, a lot of people always make fun of the Harry Potter movies, like, or specifically about House Gryffindor, It's like, Ravenclaw, you're really smart. Hufflepuff, you're inventive or whatever it is. Slytherin, you're really, you're sneaky and conniving, but at the same time, you get things done. You're very determined. And and Gryffindor, you're brave. Bravery is oftentimes one of the hardest things to come across. You know what I'm saying? If it's really easy to talk about, I'm going to get a gun to, defend my home and blah, 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 blah. You ever try to pull the trigger on a gun with a human being on the other end of it? Because it's freaking scary. It's really hard to do. And anybody who'd like to say, oh, yeah, I would do, if I have to defend my home. And people like to talk, there's a lot of bluster, a whole lot of bluster when it's hypothetical. You put just the slightest bit of realism there, and it's one of the most terrifying things in the world. You know what I'm saying? You realize right away that you're about to make a life-changing situation. And it's not even your life. It's someone else's life. But it's going to affect you forever. And that's a terrifying thing. And that's what this guy is dealing with right here. If I keep you here, if I bed you, aid in a bed, like what? I could go to jail. My family would go to jail. I can't. Like, it's your own family. And it's a terrifying thing. And this is what I imagine. This is like kind of like the Anne Frank situation where here's somebody who has a chance to do something right. And it's not even for a complete stranger. It's his own family. And I know that, a lot of times maybe somebody would like to think, like, dude, this is your family. This is not even a question. But when you're, you're facing these kind of, like, if you were listening to the things he was saying, yeah, I play golf with this dude. I have all these connections, yes. And every single one of them in this neighborhood. I want you to, like, really look at that neighborhood. You look at that neighborhood that he was living in, very wealthy. Like, that was a really up-class neighborhood. You got to figure, and I'm not saying any bad points about anything, whatever. I just want you to honestly think about the facts here. There's a damn good chance, because they're not in entertainment. That guy, he's clearly not in entertainment. You know what I'm saying? He's in marketing of some sort. He's probably in a conservative household. Conservatives are always about no change. Maintain the status quo. Worry about your safety. Things like that. So It's probably not too far of a stretch of imagination to say that a similarly conservative family, namely a bunch of look like hillbillies with pickup trucks. Oh, they were brand new pickup trucks, but here they come and they got their guns and like, no, we're here about safety. What safety? What safety? These are kids and they're inside of a home and they're not bothering anybody. They're trying to hide. What safety exactly? So, no, let us come in with guns for my family, for my niece and my nephew. Really? I'm just supposed to let you come in? But that's the kind of mentality that people think under fear. And I think that this was played very well, surprisingly well. You know, I don't like to talk disparagingly about anything else, but honestly, like as much as I love the Inhumans and the idea they're finally doing something, we've seen lots of things done with the X-Men before, and we're finally seeing something done with the Inhumans, and it's like, you know, awesome. And I've mentioned that Serinda Swan and Anston Mount, respectively, Medusa and Black Bolt, holding that show together. This show, The Gifted, you could say that somebody shines more than the other, but it doesn't mean that any of these people are not holding their own. Everybody's holding their own in this series. This is a really well done TV show. And I'm pleasantly shocked to see that Fox is allowing something like this to exist in the very first place. Yes, they're going to make money from it. Yes. But they're really putting some effort into this. I guess that was the whole reason why they did Legion in the first place, which was a very excellent show. But you can also see that most of what they did was based on special effects. Here, they're actually supporting a huge cast of characters. So they're putting in a lot more money into this show than they're putting into, you know, special effects also, but then what they're putting into Legion. And it's refreshing. It's actually refreshing. So literally, Fox, as far as I'm concerned, has only one last job, and that is let down your guard. Let down your guard. Work with Marvel. It doesn't mean they have to work with Disney. You know, like a lot of people don't really get that argument there, that fight there. They think it's Marvel versus Fox. Marvel has absolutely nothing whatsoever to do with it, except the fact that they're owned by Disney, and Fox hates Disney. Disney's not exactly particularly happy with Fox either. But that fight is between Fox and Disney, not with Marvel. Marvel just wants to, hey, you know, yes, they would like to have their characters back. Of course they would. Who wouldn't? But they're willing to work with people instead. That deal with Spider-Man, that wasn't done involving Disney. That was done involving Fox and Marvel specifically, namely Kevin Feige. But that's where that deal came from. And likewise, with the X-Men and with the Fantastic Four, they're both owned by Fox, they'd be happy to just work with them to give the fans what they want. And that's the thing about it. That's what I'm really looking forward to, is that Fox is doing a really great job with this. And I hope that they could just let their guard down and be cool with Marvel. And just, like, let it happen. You know, the sloth memes, the sloth whispering in your ear and stuff like that. And I'll be like, just let it happen. Love that. But I did mention that there was a superstar in this. And, you know, like, first off, Polaris, Lorna Dane, that actress, she's freaking amazing. She is amazing. She's got everything you could ask for. She's absolutely drop dead gorgeous. Oh my God, she's beautiful. She's a fantastic, amazing actress. I want to see more of her and see what other range she's got. She's owning this. She's owning this. I feel bad for anybody who's got to come along and try and be Polaris in a movie or something like that. I don't think they're going to be able to pull it off, not compared to her. She's blowing this out of the water, right out of the water. But more specifically, I'm also looking at James Proudstar, Thunderbird. Wow. Very believable. He's got the body for it. I wasn't even noticing before. It was always like, whatever. But in this, they had this one part where he goes like this, and you can actually see his bicep sticking out. And I'm just kind of like, Like the guy's beefed. You know what I'm saying? And he's a good-looking guy, and he's believable. When he talks, you're listening. You know what I'm saying? Even when he's whispering, you're listening. Even that one part where he starts tracking, he just instinctively realized, whoa, footprints. All three of them are going this way. Broken leaves up there. Wait, what's going on over here? And he's like tracking. He's going into tracking mode and focusing big time. And then what happens? She's sitting there talking over him and whatnot, and you're not paying attention to her any more than you're paying attention than anybody's paying attention to her. Everybody's focused on Thunderbird and what he's doing, and it was good. It was really good. He played it well. He plays his role well. I'm rooting for him. I'm hoping he doesn't die. In my mind, it's always like, is this the episode where he's going to die? Because I really hope he's not going to die. This was awesome. I love watching this guy on the screen. And they got his background. There's the part where he says, oh yeah, when I was in the Marines, I was like, yes, they got his military career. They're talking about his military credentials. Awesome. And Blink goes and says, well, what do you focus on? What was important to you? And he's like, oh, well, when I was younger, I had a lot to prove. Yes, he did. That's the reason why he died in the comic books. So if he doesn't have anything to prove like that now, maybe he won't die. Maybe he won't be jumping on top of Count Nefaria's freaking escape jet and busting it up while he teleports away and Thunderbird falls down to the ground, and explodes in midair. Like, yeah, maybe. Maybe. So yeah, I'm really happy with what I'm watching here. This is a really good show. Wow, 16 and a half minutes already. I really felt like I was talking for 5 minutes. Like, this show has just got so much going for it. I'm really, really happy with what's going on here. Okay, let's see what's being shed. Oh my God, the dude abides. Hufflepuff for life. Yeah, Luna Lovegood was a Hufflepuff, and oh man, gorgeous girl. I have okay, here we go. So, Raven, I found it no different from shooting a kangaroo. Okay, really? They taste good. Right, man. Why would you shoot a roo? Dude says, best meat for you. All right. You what you got to do to live, man. What you got to do to live. At the same time, Raven, may I recommend try turtle? Oh my God. Turtle is freaking amazing, and it comes with its own bowl if you're gonna make soup. I'm just saying, it's like God's way of saying here's a prepared meal. Turtle is good, dude. Wow. Let's see. Mystic. Agreed. All the actors seem very dedicated and interested. Excuse me. I love all the cast. Dreamer came through for me tonight. I wasn't feeling her last week. Yeah. The memory thing, that was actually pretty cool, because that was something also, because when you think about it, that's kind of a self-sacrifice thing, because at the end when she's talking to Thunderbird, she says, I gave her, that was our memory, that was my memory, our memory. So I don't know if that means that she shared the memory or she actually gave the memory away. I think that she just shared it. You know what I'm saying? But either way, it's kind of self-sacrificing. It's like she still likes Johnny. You know what I'm saying? And here she's got, now she's going to give this away so that Blink is going to want to get with John. That's kind of sad. Also, I really love the idea they got the marking on her and the green eyes. It's kind of weird because it always looks like she's looking like this. I guess you can't see through those very well. That's kind of sad, but it's gorgeous. I absolutely love the visual. Sony owns Spider-Man. Sony owns Spider-Man, the dude. Yeah. Oh, and also good job on the Marvel face rip game today when you were in the chat, dude. Really good. Let's see, Mystic. Yeah, he messed up. He's human though. My favorite part. He continues. My favorite part of the beginning was when she explained she has to fight because of what she wears, and then makes the Aurora. Oh my God. Yeah, that was interesting. And then also, yeah, when he kind of did, I was thinking like he was going to heat it up and turn the glass into, I don't know, some other kind of glass structure. I didn't know what he was going to do with that. But then he just kind of made the little prism. That was actually pretty cool. That was actually pretty cool. Let's see. Thunderbird is awesome. I hope he doesn't die. Yes, exactly. Streaks 93. What's up, brother? Are going to do a Black Panther podcast. Yeah, I guess I'm going to kind of have to. I guess I'm kind of going to have to. You know what? Maybe I'll do that right after this. I think I'll watch it again and I'll jump back on. I'll probably change the GIF. The GIF. I don't have a GIF on here. The image. I'll probably change the image really quick. You know, why not? Because I was surprised so many people jumped on and watched all the way through my New Mutants review. So you know what? Good idea. Yeah, I think I will do one. Give me like a... Oh, jeez. It's 1:30. Give me like 10 minutes or so, and I'll jump on and I'll do a Black Panther trailer review. I won't be watching the trailer on here. I've already watched the trailer 3 times now. My wife wanted to watch it 2 more times after I watched it. She loves it. I'll explain. Mystic FGC. Ew. That's it. Raven. Haven't tried it yet. Thanks, man. I appreciate that from the dude. Oh, yeah. No worries, man. Yeah. Compliments where they belong. Mystic Flight. Yeah. I think you're talking about Polaris when she was flying. That was just beautiful when she was flying. That was really beautiful. I almost thought that she was going to pick up not DaCosta and fly him around too. And Raven, I better go watch the episode now. Oh, you jerk. Yeah, you kind of should. Anyway, guys. Okay, I'm going to call that a wrap. And yeah, I'm going to take Streaks' advice. And I'm going to do a Black Panther trailer reaction, even though it's like freaking 14, 16 hours late. Whatever. I think I can add something to the discussion. Anyway, guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Thanks for showing up. Seriously. Class dismissed.